Chapter 4. Adaptation in Animals for Survival. Different places on the earth have different kinds of conditions. Animals cannot survive in all conditions. All living things have certain natural features which help them to survive and live in a particular habitat. Plants and animals also have adapted themselves to live in different unusual and very difficult habitats. Adaptation to habitat. The natural place or environment of a living thing is called its habitat. We can group the animals according to their habitats. Let us learn about them. Terrestrial animals. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. Such animals like lions, horses, and dogs have legs to move on the ground and lungs to breathe. They also have a well-developed nervous system and sense organs in order to sense. Animals like snakes do not have legs. They have scales on their bodies, which help them crawl. Animals like polar bears live in cold areas. They have fur on their bodies to keep them warm. The skin of animals that live in deserts, like camel, is thick and not very hairy. It protects them from the heat. In winters, some animals like frogs and lizards sleep for several months to protect themselves from the cold. This is called hibernation. Aquatic animals. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Fishes live in water. They have fins that help them to swim. They breathe through special organs called gills. Some water animals like whales and dolphins do not have gills. They come up to the water surface to take in oxygen through their lungs. Turtles have paddle-like limbs that help them to push water back as they swim. Amphibians. The animals that live both in water and on land are called amphibians. Frogs, salamanders, and newts live both on land and in water. They have limbs that help them to swim in water. They breathe through their skin in water and through the lungs on land. Aerial animals. The animals that fly in the air are called aerial animals. They have wings to fly. Their bodies are light because of light bones and feathers. They have tails, which help them to change their direction while flying. Birds, insects, and bats are examples of aerial animals. Bat is the only mammal that can fly. Arboreal animals. Some animals like monkeys, tree lizards, and squirrels spend most of their time on trees. Such animals are called arboreal animals. They have sharp claws and broad hip girdles to support their bodies while climbing. Monkeys swing from branch to branch and use their tails to balance themselves and grip the branches. Adaptations to food habits. Some animals eat only plants, while some others eat only other animals. Some animals eat both plants and other animals. According to their food habits, animals can be divided into 4 groups: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and parasites. Herbivores. The animals that eat only plants are called herbivores. Cows, elephants, goats, and zebras are some examples of herbivores. They have sharp cutting teeth and strong grinding teeth. They have long and strong legs to travel long distances in search of food. Carnivores. The animals that eat only the flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Cheetah, lions, wolves, and tigers are examples of carnivores. They have long, pointed, curved front teeth and strong, grinding back teeth. The front teeth are used for holding and tearing off the flesh. The back teeth help them to chew the flesh. Flesh-eating birds like eagle and vulture have sharp beaks and claws to catch other animals and eat their prey. Omnivores. The animals that eat both plants and the flesh of other animals are called omnivores. Bears, crows, and dogs are omnivores. Human beings too are omnivores. Parasites. The animals that live on or inside the bodies of other animals for their food are called parasites. For example, mosquitoes, bugs, leeches, and hookworms. They have sucking tubes to suck blood from their hosts. Adaptations for protection. Animals adapt themselves according to their environment. It is very important for animals to protect themselves and live long to reproduce. Animals adapt to protect themselves from their enemies in many ways. Some animals are huge. Their size scares away most of their enemies. For example, elephant, hippopotamus, and bear. Some animals have very strong legs to run very fast. These animals can easily run away from danger. For example, stags, deer, and gazelles. A bird protects itself by flying away from danger. Some animals have stripes or dots on their bodies, which help them to merge or mix with their surroundings and thus confuse their enemies. This is known as camouflage. Examples are zebras and leopards. A chameleon can change the color of its body according to its surroundings. Points to remember. The place or natural environment of a living thing is called its habitat. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals, and those that live in water are called aquatic animals. On the basis of their food habits, animals can be divided into herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and parasites. Animals have adapted to protect themselves from their enemies.